Hey everybody, welcome to the last week of Continuous Learning 2020 Spring. And semester did not go as I hoped. We had the COVID virus thing, and so we were kind of held up at home. And I think we all kind of made do, and that's good. I usually look forward to the last semester. I was looking forward to this last semester, spending time with you in the classroom because spend 3 quarters really getting to know you guys. In the fourth quarter, I try to make a lot of fun, and couldn't do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. We're going to do one, or I'm assigning one of those things now. But it's a little different than being in the classroom. I'll talk about it in a minute. We had some things lined up, some cool stuff, and I'm sorry you kind of missed out on that. But at the same time, it really shows how flexible you are, how capable of change you are, how able you are to adapt, make do. And that's a big deal. That's probably one of the most important things you can learn how to do. And you guys are taking care of business. So what I'd like to do now is, before I get really emotional, I'd like to go ahead and talk about the assignment. It's basically just one writing assignment this week. There are a couple of other assignments to fit the criteria of having 3 assignments each week. But this week should be a short week because, after all, you promote Thursday. And so I wanted to make sure that I honored that a little bit. I did give 3 assignments, but only 1 writing assignment. And so we're going to take a look at those now. So if you go into your classroom and you open up the first thing on the stream or the classwork, it's going to look like this. Almost. It's going to look like this right here. And so you got assignments like normal. You got information for all middle school students at Robinson Middle School. And then you've got Dear Me in 3 years, which is the big assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the assignments. And here's the new thing right here. So it says, letter to self, 20 points, weighted times 2. That means I'm going to make it worth your while. Okay? You do that, your grade can come up. Some of you haven't done anything all this whole continuous learning phase of your 8th grade year. This would be a good one to do because it could really get your grade up. If you got a grade that's kind of down a little bit, bring it up. Write a letter to your 3 years older self. So what's going to happen is your junior year, hopefully your junior year of high school, you're going to get this letter that you write to yourself now. Okay? And I've done this several years in a row. Lots of years. About 8 years now I've done this. And it's been a lot of fun. So what happens is your junior year of high school, your 3rd year of high school, I will deliver this letter to your school. Okay? Now you got to kind of let me know. We'll talk about that. So you'll open it up and you'll see what you wrote about yourself then. And there's some criteria in there. Okay? And so some of the criteria is this right here. So you're going to open it up. Well, you're going to open up the form. Here's the form right here. And you're going to open it up, and the form looks like this. Dear Me in 3 years. You're going to write your first name. You're going to write your last name. You're going to write what school you're pretty sure you're going to be at in 3 years. If you don't know, write that in here. Say, I don't know. We may do this. We may do that. Okay? All right. If you really want to make sure you get the letter, stay attuned to the Robinson Middle School Facebook page. And, you can always message me, okay, or whatever. Send me an email, okay. Anyway, where are you going to be? And then, where am I? May 2020. That doesn't mean the exact location, okay? That means how are you? What are you doing? What do you care about? That sort of thing. Next one, where do I hope to be in May 2023? Not just a place, a state of mind, accomplishments, your attitude. Where do you hope to be? Who do you hope to be? Kind of, right? Checklist of stuff you want to have done or be on your way to doing by then, and things important to you now. Things important to you right now. See if it stays the same, see if it changes. Here's my example. Here it is right here. Dear Paul, in 3 years. I address myself by my first name because I feel pretty close to me. I see what you've been up to lately, but it's really time to start thinking about your future a little bit more rigorously. Right now, I'm in a good place. I love my job, even though this year's been a bit of a train wreck, and the whole family thing's going well. So where are you now? I've wanted to write, like for real, but up until now, I've only dabbled with my writing. Songs and poetry, some prose, but I haven't actually worked on that book. And it's no wonder. I have very little self-discipline when it comes to fulfilling my dreams. I hope you, my 3 years older self, have gained that insight and discipline enough to actually work out that novel. But now your kiddos have probably graduated college. They're close as of the date of this letter, so in 3 years they'll probably have it. Then there's graduate school. But that's their story. What are you doing? No desire right now to go for that master's degree, but how about in 3 years? Maybe? I also hope you've done something with that deteriorating body of yours. Yeah. You need to have started watching what you eat. And you need to have really jumped into that yoga thing. I kind of dabble. I should do. Just like this. I hope this letter finds you considerably more healthy than at this point in which it's written. Work. You're not too bad, but it needs to have improved. I'd like to think by the time you read this, you'll have moved to a more project-based, student-centered approach. It's hard, I know. And I know you've tried in the past, but you better have figured it out by now because you're probably only going to be teaching for a few more years. And if you haven't figured out a more dynamic style of instruction by now, by the time you read this, you'll be sorry. Hey, I hope you're happy. I'm happy now, but you, at age 55, need to be at peace. I have some demons still lurking in my habits and thoughts and interactions. So as you read this, I hope you can look back and say you've made some progress there. Let's just make a little checklist, shall we? Finish the novel. Create more dynamic lessons and projects. Take an active role in mentoring other teachers. Put a little money aside for old age. It's coming. Establish a routine that offers more social interactions. Binge watching your TV shows is not social interaction. Okay? Go camping on a regular basis. I've really gotten away from that, and I love camping. I'm going to want to have done that. Okay. Hey, I'll see you in 3 years, and you'd better be able to hold your head up as you read. Something's going on right now. I got a new puppy, Molly. You're going to want to remember that. Quarantine and working from home. Mad, has been staying with you for 2 months, and she's getting ready to move back out again. Susan loves you like crazy, and you love her like crazy, and you still call your mom every day. Okay, that's my letter, people. All right? I want you to write a letter to yourself. Use this format. Each of these can be individual paragraphs, except when it gets down to the checklist and important things important to you, those can just be bulleted lists. For the first couple of things, let's make them a paragraph, right? And when you do that, it's going to go into a spreadsheet, and you're not going to have access to it anymore. I'm going to hold on to those. I'm going to print off those spreadsheets. I'm going to pull things apart so that you've got your own letter. I'm going to put your letter in an envelope addressed to you. And then I'm going to get it to your school, okay? Wherever you're at. You know. If I can't because you're out of the district or you're out of the city or out of the state and I don't know where you are, you happen to remember, you can email me. I will get you the letter, okay? I'm going to take care of the postage on that if I got to send it. All right? Look, this is a big assignment. I've done this every single year for the last 8 years with my 8th graders, and they kind of get into it as 8th graders. They love getting them their 3rd year of high school. They love it. I get a lot of kids reaching out to me. When are we going to get our letters? When are we going to? I was about ready to take the letters over this year when we closed down, and I couldn't. So at least I said I'd get them to their junior year. So the kids who were juniors last year are seniors this year and it'll just be gone. They already got their letters. But the kids who are juniors this year, they're not getting their letters as juniors. They're going to have to get them as seniors. Might get a chance to get them to them. But at least they're still there. Okay? You should get yours your junior year. I'm going to make sure of it. The other 2 assignments this week. Are you ready? Here we go. Slide up just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so May 18th through 21. That's this week. Short week. Tell a parent thank you for hanging in there with you during all this. Even if there have been issues. It's been hard for them. They love you like crazy. Tell them thanks. Next one. Write a teacher, a counselor, a social worker, a para, or someone else working at RMS a quick email telling them why you've appreciated them. There has to be somebody. Maybe it's the lunch ladies, right? Maybe it's Mr. Garcia, Miss Riggs. Maybe it's a bus driver. You don't even know their names, do you? Maybe. Write somebody. Give them an email. Tell them you appreciated them this year. Okay? I can't make you do this stuff. I can only suggest. But that's really been the case all along, even when we're in class. I cannot force you to do it. I notice a lot more of you did assignments when we were all in class together than in the last 2 months. It's always been the case. I can't force you to do it. It's good for you. Hopefully I inspire you to do it a little bit and motivate you a little bit. It's good for you, and I tried to make things that would appeal to you, and I tried to make assignments that were interesting, important, and also really good for you. Okay? And I'll keep working on that. All right? If you got ideas, let me know. That's what that tip jar was for. I don't need your spare change. Okay? I wanted some tips on how to do my job better. We were going to talk about that a lot this quarter. Email me, give me some tips. Give your other teachers some tips. Tell somebody that you appreciated them, though. The main thing is to write a letter to yourself, and I hope that you do that really seriously. You'll be glad you did. I'll make sure you get it in 3 years. You might be kind of surprised at the time warp thing. It'll take you right back. You might have really changed. You might be very much the same. I don't know. All right? I'll miss you guys. Make sure you check out the important information on the slideshow. This thing right here. We got to update it, so there's some stuff. Like we can take the virtual talent show off of there and stuff like that. But make sure you check it out. There's going to be more important information on there about promotion. All right? Take care. It's been an honor this year. It really has been. And, man, I'm going to miss you guys. But I'm supposed to. All right. Drop me an email. Say hi. Tell me how you're doing. See you in Zoom. 6-7. Bye, guys.